Paris Saint-Germain aim to shake off their post-World Cup malaise against their hosts Montpellier. After a difficult first half that saw goals ruled out, Sergio Ramos and Kylian Mbappe off injured, Fabian Ruiz was on hand to finally bring some delights for the champions. They'd lost on their last 2 away days, but after Ruiz had got his first goal for the club, after the lung-bursting run of substitute Renato Sanchez, Hugo Ekitike back to Ruiz to find Lionel Messi. His 3rd goal against Montpellier, more importantly his 9th of the season, giving the Parisians a 2-goal cushion, and they would need it. Juan Bernat came off the bench, an ill-advised back heel allowed Paris-born substitute Arnaud Nordin to link with Stephy Mavididi. Englishman didn't know much about the assist, but Nordin swinging it past the rooted Gigi Donnarumma. But the match finished with a landmark goal. Warren Zaire-Emery came off the bench, the youngest to ever play for Paris Saint-Germain, start for PSG in Ligue 1 Uber Eats, and came on in the Champions League. Now their youngest ever goal scorer at 16 years old, 330 days. Marseille had the chance to move into second. They'd missed that at the weekend in their draw with Monaco. But Nuno Tavares once again central before an own goal set them on their way. João Victor with a painful debut. The Brazilian sticking past his own goalkeeper. And then, contrary to that, a debut to remember. Azz-Eddine Unai breezing through 60 minutes after coming on, sealing a 2-0 win for Marseille. Nice travelled the length of the country to face a lone side second in the table and on an impressive unbeaten run. But that was under threat after an impressive Les Aiglons performance. Didier Digard had earned 7 points in his 3 games at charge, and that would soon be 10. Gaëtan Laborde in the right place at the right time. Brilliant flick from first-time starter Antoine Mendy. The teenager finding Laborde. Nice finding all 3 points despite the best efforts of Lens captain Seko Fofana. Their long unbeaten run coming to an end. Monaco were looking to work out the frustration of their draw with Marseille back on home soil at the Stade Louis II, and it was their captain who got them up and running. Moussa Fofana with a brilliant pass to release the striker. And that's 8-8, the 2nd of the season against Auxerre. 17-year-old Elias Ben Seguir made his Monaco debut against Aja, and he scored a brace that day in a 3-2 win. It seems he likes this opposition from Burgundy. Trusted with his 5th start since the resumption. 3rd goal of the season. But off came the substitutes. Mathis Alblin had scored his only Ligue 1 Uber Eats goal for Rennes against Auxerre. Now on loan with Aja, getting his 2nd but 1st in Burgundy black. But Breel Mbolo has been a scoring sensation since arriving in the Principality. And from this range, he was never going to miss. The Swiss striker with 4 and 4, 11 for the season, his best league scoring haul. Lens' defeat means Monaco moved nowhere, but they're now just 5 points from Monaco in 2nd, although Philippe Clermont obviously unhappy of how they keep giving up goals. Nuno da Costa 2nd of the season though, just a consolation in a second straight 3-2 win for Monaco against Auxerre. Rennes heavy favourites when Strasbourg came calling to the Rosanne Park on Wednesday night. After the high of beating PSG, though, the bitter low of losing the Breton bragging rights to Lorient on Sunday. But they were right back to their best. I mean, Gouiri ended a long 10-match scoreless streak in all competitions. 3 minutes in, certainly aided by the deflection of Alexandre Gikou. Less than 20 minutes later, the French under-21 star had another. Linking up with ZAIRE-EMERY. And they linked up brilliantly. 8 for the season. ZAIRE was a constant thorn in Strasbourg's side. And in the end, it was on the end of a lovely team move. Benjamin Bourigeaud Flaviente. ZAIRE's third goal, all at Rosanne Park. The homeboy rounding off a 3-0 win. Lille had seen an 8-match unbeaten streak ended by Nice. They were lucky they weren't on the end of worse against Clermont. Fabulous strike from Saïf Kaoui. The post coming to Lille's rescue. Jonathan David had surgery in a small hand fracture. And Mohamed Bayo was leading the line against his old side. It was Mohamed Cham who saw LOSC crossbar lead a charmed life. In the end, Clermont 5 unbeaten in the top flight for the very first time. While Lille with just 1 win in their last 5. Mohamed Bayo scored against his old side on the 28th of December. No repeat here. Reims unbeaten in 12 in all competitions. 10 under 30-year-old coach Will Still. But the other coaching sensation has been Régis Lebris, and his nephew Theo set up Enzo Lefebvre, although Yvan Diouf will not want to see that one back. Just 10 minutes in, the 4th goal of the season for the Lorient Ferry. The Merlu had won 6 of the last 10 visits across the top 2 divisions in the 21st century, and Ibrahim Kone smashed them to what looked like being a 7th and 11, ending a 13-game league drought. But with Julien Laporte having gone off injured, there was major panic and pain for Bonk Innocent. Not so on the replay, as the name would suggest. Folarin Balogun stepping up and smashing home his 12th of the season, scoring in each of his last 3 outings. Straight into the second half, Vito Manoni seemed to think it was going wide. No one else did within the Stade Auguste-Delaune. Kamori Doumbia with his 3rd top-flight goal, just 19 years of age. Just 10 minutes later, Junya Ito did his work. A deflection that ran kindly for the under-21 English international. A second time he scored a brace. But just 3 minutes later, it was going to get oh so much better. Thierry Henry inspired from the Arsenal loanee. A first professional hat-trick. And now, incredibly, the top scorer in the division, even above Paris's Kylian Mbappé. Well, Lyon certainly couldn't be accused of not trying to score against Brest. 75% of possession, no fewer than 28 shots, 8 on target. Unfortunately, as Bradley Barcola found, Marco Bizot was in top form. Ryan Cherki had been linked with a possible winter move to Paris. He stayed with Legon, but couldn't sneak it past Bizot as it ended goalless at the Groupama. Toulouse boss Philippe Montagnier called this one a key clash as Troyes rocked up to the stadium but his Toulouse players might not have heard him. Mama Baldi cleaned out by Maxime Dupé. And the Guinea-Bissau international emphatically beat the Toulouse goalkeeper. 9 goals for the season, just one off hitting double figures in a league campaign for the first time. But that was as good as it got for ESTAC. Thijs Dallinga on the end of a brilliant trident move, his 7th of the season, and after his brace at the weekend, that's 5 in the last 7. Faris Chaibi has been a breakout star in Ligue Uber Eats. He showed that at the World Cup in Qatar, and that his 4th of the season. 2-1 at the break, but then 2 17s came clashing through. Stijn Spearings got there first ahead of ESTAC captain Johan Salmiak. And just as Mama Baldi had on 12 minutes, Van der Boomen made it 4 goals and 7 assists in Ligue 1 Uber Eats this season. And with 2 minutes to go, Ado Unaiu completed a 4-1 win. Toulouse have won 4 of the last 5 matches, as many in their previous 16. Judgment Day for Angers. They started with a bang to give the Raymond Copa hope after 12 straight defeats. Abdallah SIMA with the 2nd goal of the season. The last time he did that, they ended up losing 2-1, and unfortunately, history repeated itself. AJACCIO with a 17-year-old off the bench, and a minute later, he scored his first top flight goal. It only takes a minute, girl, to score a goal. Moussa SOUMANO with that breakout moment. And then Souleymane Doumbia smashed Vincent Marchetti to see himself sent off. The captain then spread it wide. And when the ball came in from Michael Barreto, El Idrissi sent Angers to a 13th straight defeat. Well, that's an unfortunate record. No side has lost as many in a row. Just the 4 home wins in total and 4 away. Paris Saint-Germain increased their lead to 5 points, now over Marseille, who rise above Lens, who saw their long unbeaten run crash to Nice. Les Aigons flying in the right direction. Angers look adrift. AJACCIO have given themselves hope as they rise above Strasbourg, but still plenty could be dragged into the relegation battle. No Friday night action. Week 22 sees Paris kick things off at home against Toulouse, but the match to see Sunday night, Marseille taking on Nice.